After 2 years knocking the door of getting close to win the title and not make it, obviously you create an expectation that this can be the Arsenal year, but it has not been so easy for them as we have seen, and they lost some important points. But faced also some tough opponents, and I hope they can recover that. Let's see, it's not going to be easy because Liverpool is back. Before, people were thinking so much about City, and of course City is it's a good team and they are going to be there fighting again. But Liverpool is back in good form with a new manager and the players. They are responding so well on the field, and if Arsenal want to win this year, they need to put even more effort than what they are doing. Of course, there is a lot of good work in the team with Mikel and the players, but now to be champions, you have to give something extra more than you normally do. What is that extra? You're an invincible, you've won the Premier League with Arsenal. What would you say to the players that is that extra to take them to a higher level? Yes, at least sometimes you have all the strategy for the game, the tactics and the techniques, and you have to find it on yourself, how much you want it to win, how much you want to win it, how much you want to win it, how much you are willing to sacrifice, because when you want to win things, you have to sacrifice everybody. Everybody needs to make the sacrifice. Sometimes you play not on your 100%, but you give your 100% from that day, and you have to have the passion for it, the desire to get the points, to push the other guys, and to motivate everyone in the dressing room when you go out to the games, and just give that push that you sometimes miss in certain games, which is so important. You mentioned things that have happened at the club recently. Someone you know very well, Edu, has left his role as sporting director, and a bit of a change at the club. Have you had a chance to speak to him since he's moved on from Arsenal? We exchanged a couple of messages, but I didn't ask him why he made the decision of it. Edu is a very cool guy. I think it was a tough decision for him to leave the club. I wish him the best of luck. He has done a great job for the club, and of course I think the club will miss him, especially at this moment. He made a great partnership with Mikel in order to have a good balance for Arsenal since when they started working together. Honestly, it was a bit of a surprise for me. But listen, sometimes it happens, and I hope that you'll be happy for the next challenge, whichever he decides to do. I know you are still involved with the club. Is it a role that you might like doing one day? Because I know you've got a lot of connections there. I'm still doing some work with the club as ambassador. This is not something I was in the next few years, despite the fact I have done it for Panathinaikos at some stage of my life in the past. But in the last few years, I've been on a different role in football or with Arsenal. I don't know. I have done the preparation for that a few years ago, but I've been invited to a few clubs in Brazil, but I've been decided not to take the step into the position. But that's in the future. I'm not saying right now, but as I'm involved with Arsenal, it's always great to be around somehow, even though as ambassador,